hero.
That is not an answer, but I'll accept it.
He's insane.
He's insane. I like that. I really like that. But it is going to be the Brody coming in for Sasa to round up the draft right now.
This is honestly, every single time we see a Clint, we're gonna see a Brody. Like, these are like brothers in arms, where it's like, I really don't like you.
But what's crazy is, LaFell, the Clint has been losing a lot of these laning phases against the Brody. This is something that we didn't predict before M3. We expected, you know, if Clint goes up against Brody, yes, Brody can win, but he needs to wait it out. Clint can just keep on bullying him, but so far in the M3 stage, as we get into the tunnel, Clint has just been bullied in the lane against the Brody.
But I love the gold lane, Mirko. Every single time we push onto the gold lane, a lot of crazy fights are happening over there. Usually we see, oh, XP later's doing crazy things, but because both of the heroes basically can't die, the gold lane is where the action is at.
Well, let's see it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all rounded up for you as we are going to get ready to get into the game. Hashtag Indo Pride and hashtag Malaysia Boleh, because it's SMG going up against ONIC in the lower brackets right now into the Land of Dawn.
The Kages crash into each other as we see the Brody on Sasa in bot lane. Again, at this point, I'm calling this a 50-50. Clint versus Brody, I can't say for sure who's going to win, especially seeing that it's Sasa on it and then he's facing off against the younger CW. But I'm thinking, Team SMG, maybe they should go faster here. They do have the Selena on Expedia in Zam Senpai as soon as he gets level 4. That opens up so many angles of attack.
Yeah, this is what CW wants to do on this Clint. He just wants to keep on going in, but Expedia, ooh, goes in for the chunk and almost gets taken away. But look at how CW is playing this lane. He's taking it really slow, just going for the last hits.
Yeah, right now looking at both these teams, I kind of feel like they have this kind of mentality where it's like, okay, this is the laning stage. We're just going to get ready. During the fight at Turtle, maybe that's where they really change the tempo, and that's what I want to see, the change in tempo. But Sasa being very in front of here.
Yeah, this is the thing. Sasa wants to get some XP, wants to get some gold, but with the damage coming in, he's going to get punished every single time. Like you see right now, Keyboy goes in, and Sasa will be forced to back out again, losing out some XP and some gold in that lane.
He is so cornered, deprived of the resources that he needs. I take that back. I'll turn it into 30-70 in favor of CW, plus Keyboy being here makes it all the more worse. That's why Expedia, this is working so well for ONIC Esports. Again, I said the Selena should be hyperactive, should be everywhere. Instead, he's forced to babysit.
Absolutely. This is not what you want from the set. Well, let's see who will come out on top here as we are going to enter the game once again. Sans already taking so much out of Smooth's HP bar, and he will be forced to go back to lane. Remember, look at the top side. Boots has just been banging on those minions.
Speaking of banging, look at Sans hitting Smooth. That is a lot of damage. This Paquito making me very nervous in terms of fighting in the mid game.
Oh, wait a minute. You know, overturn on to win the flame shot as well to bring him back, but he still manages to survive. Oh! Never mind. Razor first blood by the Indonesians right now as the turtle will also be picked up.
Exactly as you said, Mirko. ONIC Esports can play for just about anyone and everyone at any point in the game. As Sans was just quietly going for that turtle, the rest of the team goes, okay, it's fine, we got it. We have first blood here.
They want everyone and anyone. Perfectly noted there, but oh, wait. Oh, Miss Aero connects on the CW. The stun connects her as well. It's going to be the follow-up, but torn apart memory is not going to be enough. CW still lives with a sliver of health as Keyboy comes here to deny that push.
Yeah, right now looking at the items over here, Sasa has definitely been denied a lot of gold when compared to CW. Looks like he is going to make that endless battle first, and then Sasa perhaps is going for that Blade of Despair.
Yeah, and the thing is, right now, the interesting dynamic is this high loss in that top side. Smooth is actually might get solo kill, and oh, what HP! Boots flickers in, taps the glorious pathway. You said it.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy with that accent, and Expedia, he's going to go in. There's going to be a lot of damage placed onto him, and the torn apart memory will find one. So they're trading things on the board. Sasa already getting that gold lead that he wants.
Trades, yes, but they're abysmal trades. Across the map, they only got one, and up top, that 1v1 victory by Boots onto Smooth, who we expected to early on really open up the map. It's not ideal, but still, it's okay. Team SMG, they're still on the board here. Very, very small lead, 500 gold for ONIC Esports.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not just the lead. It's not just a random trade. They got the kill onto Sasa. This is the main win condition for this team. You get Sasa ahead, he snowballs, and he just turns into a machine.
Yeah, right now looking at both these teams, they're really looking to play in the side lanes. And for the side of SMG, I would say that's the smartest thing to do because you want to keep track of this Paquito.
Oh, but Win, he's overextended out of nowhere. Circling E gonna punish him instantly below that turret. That was very greedy of him.
Yeah, it looks like Team SMG, they really want to push that early game. Perhaps they're thinking in their head, if we don't get this soon, then we're going to be in trouble. Speaking of in trouble, looks like Warsaw has been caught out.
Yeah, beautiful rotation by Boots. And on the bottom side, what is happening right now? Just fights all over the board. Sasa can't really go anywhere, forced to back away with that quick draw, landing flush on him.
Scrambled. Team SMG is right now steady pom PP, I would say to them as they remind themselves here because they are under severe gunfire. About 4 kills ahead, 3k gold, about Shrank just down the middle as they try to go for this turtle. I can only imagine that Win always needs backup for the next 5 minutes. He needs to have someone on him every single moment.
Oh, but wait, Boots actually going in, and that's going to be the combo wombo coming in as well. Yin Yang overturn, not yet, just pop. He's still holding on to that with Boots coming in. It's going to be the kill picked up. Falling Star Moon has been popped with a Feather Airstrike to follow it up. Boots will be taken down, and it's a 1-for-1. SMG also gets the turtle, so they're still on the board again.
This is what I want to see. I want to see Team SMG keep pushing ahead. Devs don't matter. It's a lie. They're actually immortal. They will survive again. It's okay. Team SMG, they just need to make sure that their mental is doing very good.
Oh, Smooth is going to be caught out in the 1v3 and actually takes it right there with Keyboy using the Circling Eagle, forcing that flicker out of him. It is going to be ONIC pushing the pace on that top side, and this is what they really like to do. They like to split up the map and play with these objectives. You get the turn on the bottom side, instantly rotates the gold laner up top.
I like the current trend of Esmeralda's picking up Flicker. It just shows that the current zeitgeist or the current status quo for XP laners is the fact that we know we're not going to get punished. We know that our mechanics are on point, so the Purify seems a little overkill. We want that versatility. So yeah, that's exactly what bought Smooth alive here. The chance to defend this top lane and open it up, keep it for Sasa.
3,000 gold lead, and ONIC Esports have taken 2 turrets for nothing at this point, right? SMG, sure, they got a turtle, they got a few kills, but in the end, it's going to be, it was arrow connecting on a Keyboy right now, a lot of damage, but all of the resources have actually been spent onto the roamer of ONIC Esports. With that, they're actually the ones forced away out of their own turret. Let's see if they can still defend this. Sans is in the front. They want to get this turret, but the Abyssal Arrow will be dodged, and Drian is waiting in that bush. But like you said, Win comes in with a deadly catch, unable to catch onto anything. But again, ONIC are the ones with the lead. ONIC are the ones with that pressure on the turret, even though they lost it up.
Yeah, again, the thing is, ONIC Esports, the way that they move is much faster, and Sans is being a big problem for the side of Team SMG, and Expedia almost goes down there.
Almost goes down, but look at that, it's gonna be the trade-off. You try to kill our mid laner, our Expedia, and we'll kill you right there.
And I love how Sasa was just ready to answer back. That stun was key. I think the stun was key to keep him down for that last hit of the Feathered Airstrike.
Absolutely, man. That stun coming in, Sasa knows exactly what he needs to do on this Brody, and so far he's been doing great. He hasn't died, even though ONIC has been playing into that bottom side. Now though, there might be a fight. SMG already going on to the turtle, but ONIC Esports will choose to just let it go.
Slowly, Team SMG is building back up that confidence. Yes, the first 5 minutes have been difficult, but far from debilitating, far from crippling their spirits. So looking at their current lineup, I think Win, those first 3 deaths, didn't stop him from actually slowly building up. That's what's so cool about a Bane in the jungle. His farming is still so fast, despite being behind the opposing jungler, and that's Sans on the 101 Paquito.
I feel like Win, every single time he dies, he just looks back at his hand and it's like, oh yeah, I gotta focus. Because right now, that is what SMG is looking like. They're focused, even though technically they're losing, they still have a game plan, and then they're following up on that game plan.
Yeah, I like this, but they need to translate those kills, those little victories into objectives. Because right now, look at what ONIC is doing. Splitting up the map, only 2 baked for the objectives. This was the key to victory for ONIC. And right now, they're doing it. 3 of the tier 1s have been taken down now, with the top side falling right now.
Red team turret
Interestingly enough, I think Team SMG, the current call has been Sasa on me. Basically, where Sasa goes, we open it up, we keep it safe, and they're currently looking for that next lane. The first half of this 9-minute match, it was bottom and then later top. But right now, Expedia just...
Oh, what the heck was that? threat. Disgusting. And San just follows it up out of nowhere, gets the kill onto Expedia, and that is why the Selena needs to be careful. She is so squishy. You get opened up just a little bit, and you are gonna get one shot at it. But look at that, Glorious Pathway once again on to win. They're trying to zone away the members all out of the turret, but Smooth, he wants some blood right now, jumping onto two members. Unfortunately, though, ONIC will be able to zone them away from the turrets and get it.
You know a hero is kind of broken when you've been nerfed for a few times and you can still do that. That was a lot of damage. That's a lot of mobility. That the damage, the burst is so crazy. Right now, SMG is going for that mid tower.
Yeah, there is a very good siege by the side of SMG, and Boots will be forced to flicker out of that one. That was really good, smart one from them. They know that ONIC have exhausted all their resources.
Sieging potential, I give it all to Team SMG. Like 8 out of 10 sieges they will get in quick fashion. But wait, not if that continues to happen. Close call for Zyme Senpoi. What I was about to say is there is one thing that they're lacking, and it's a huge gaping hole in their lineup, and that's Peel. We saw that happening in the bottom lane. They have no way to catch anything ONIC Esports is putting on the table. And given that they have Boots, given that they have Keyboy on the Matilda and the Hylos, ONIC Esports is just going to continue to batter down on SMG's paper wall. What do they have? They have Smooth, but Smooth even wants to try to dive down the back line, so that just opens up Zyme Senpoi, that opens up Sasa. They really have to shock and SMG. That's their intro here, and I think we're currently at mid-game. LaFell, have they hit that mid-game stride?
I feel like they've actually hit it. That's why they have been aggressive. They're like, okay, we got an item, so let's push on some objectives. Because we have to think, SMG, in their head, what is the objectives?
Oh, but look at San. He's going to be able to get a strike, and CW with the follow-up instantly takes him down. This is why they're in desperate need of that front line. They don't have it. Win is the one forced to open up the maps without Smooth in that bottom side, and it is just a disaster right now. The jungler down, and the Lord is going to be targeted. But wait a minute, Abyssal Arrow connects, but no follow-up. Again, free Lord for the Indonesian champs.
ONIC Esports has effectively overloaded the traps on Expedia. It's very difficult to face check anything or even use those traps effectively because you have Boots and you have Keyboy. Hell, even Sans can start walking through and just use those shields and dashes in case he gets even remotely punished. So yeah, where can Team SMG find farm now for Sasa?
Right now, I'm looking at Team SMG, and you're right. This is one of those reasons why I say they need to get a hero that can peel or a hero that can engage. Right now, it's really not looking all that great. Keyboy engages in front. Zyme Senpoi just runs away. But Team SMG, they have to hope for a miracle right now.
Yeah, but this is what ONIC wants to do. They just keep on baiting. They just keep on zoning for the turrets. And simply enough, ONIC will be able to pick up the tier 2 on that top side. With the Lord pushing in that bottom side, they're using it really, really well. Getting all these lanes pushed up and setting up for another siege on the turrets. This is what Clint loves to do. You can just see the damage pouring out as Lord hasn't been taken down. Actually, he's only been taken to half HP. Feather Airstrike will be popped as well. So again, a lot of resources and Expedia already zoned once again. Look at the macro plays from ONIC Esports. It is clinical.
Red team base
this is exactly where the siege potential from Team SMG gets turned on its head. They now have to pivot one more time from being an early game lineup to a mid game lineup to now just defending. We have to use the deadly catch. We have to use everything, the crab claw cannon, to just make sure that ONIC Esports doesn't break down our base. But again, here's another go.
Yeah, one more time. Booch has gone. He's in for the Glorious Pathway, able to zone 3 members away, and he doesn't even take a lot of that damage. He's still alive, and that is the second inhibitor turret taken down. Drian just on the back lines, using that umbrella to great extent.
Yeah, and this is why, even during the draft, I said that Sasa, he has a problem going up against this Hylos because you can't take down Hylos. He can just push his own body to you, and you can try, but you're not going to die. And why I said that the Kagura should be banned out is just because from the side of ONIC Esports, it's such an easy draft to pull off. You just have to kill whoever is in front. You just have to die. For Team SMG, it's almost a kiting kind of meta where you have to maintain your distance. So from the side of ONIC Esports as well as SMG, it's two opposite sides of the coin, and ONIC, they just play their coin a little bit better.
Absolutely, they do. They really do, man. 4.6 thousand gold lead in the 13th minute of the game. They've been controlling the objectives and only dropping 2 turrets so far.
I'm feeling the choke here from ONIC Esports. Team SMG, they have to consider, where do we put the farm? I see them giving some camps to win, and I also see them gave maybe 1 or 2 buff to Sasa. And at least there is this silver lining. Sasa hasn't died yet. 2-0-1 on this Brody. There's still some potential, but I saw also earlier, put a couple of stacks onto boots, barely touched the Hylos.
At this point, again, SMG, what can they really do on the map? The thing is, with all of those turrets taken down, with one turret left standing, it is going to be the pressure controlled by ONIC. You need to just roam with 5 members at all times.
Yeah, and Sun's picking up that Malefic Roar. Really, anyone will die. Smooth, even if he has a lot of shielding over there, I really feel like this Paquito is just going to wreak havoc.
Yeah, and you can see the wave manipulation as well. Beautiful by ONIC Esports, pushing in when it matters, when they need to get some objectives on the board, and that's going to be the purple buff stolen away from Team SMG, setting up for the Lord, Enhanced Lord, that will spawn in the in 30 seconds.
This is free. This is free. This Lord, unless Team SMG just suddenly...
Yep.
Woo! Again, even Expedia, you just walk right in there. Unless Team SMG finds a way to set up Expedia for a great arrow, and then Zaim Sempoy alongside win. Again, just go all in to try and steal the Lord. I'm guessing it's going to cost them 2 or 3 lives minimum, but at least they'll stay on the map. But I'm pretty sure LaFell will agree with me, that's a little too much. It's too risky. I think they should just invest in the defense.
It is very risky indeed because, yeah, right now, probably the best thing that they can do is try to fight on equal grounds, try to get enough gold, making sure that it's the very, very late game, because right now it's 50 minutes. It's not that long till everyone reaches their full item spike.
Oh, it's the free Lord, and look at that. It's going to be win instantly, just bursted down by the Indian overturn flame shot to add the salt to the wound, as that was an overkill. 0, 5, and 1 for win on the first game.
Team SMG didn't even need to overextend. Earlier I mentioned that they had the range advantage. If they wanted to engage, they wanted to confirm kills, they could. But in this stage of the game, when you're this ahead, as ONIC Esports, I saw signs of this earlier when they tried to take down mid inhibitor and top inhibitor. Honestly, they were slow rolling. They took it slow. They were so calculated, so deliberate, and it's that kind of approach that's making Team SMG defense all the more difficult.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. Is going to be everything used up to just zone the members away, and that's going to be Clint picking up the kill and the base. A clinical performance in the first game by the Indonesian champions.
Yeah, ONIC Esports over here really showing up. I would even say winning every single lane because, again, we're talking